What are my 5 best tips for getting fast results on the paleo diet? Let's talk about it. Hey health heroes, welcome back to Adamimmune, the channel all about helping you improve your autoimmune health naturally. And today I want to give you my 5 best tips for starting the paleo diet / lifestyle. Using these tips I'm about to share with you, you're going to see much faster results than just, trying to stumble around in the dark and doing regular paleo. I made a lot of mistakes early on, and I want to share some of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years that have helped me tremendously, and hopefully you can learn a little something from it so you don't have to make the same mistakes. Let's get to it. Number 1, how strict? I thought I could get away with being 80% because official paleo allows you to cheat a little bit. It allows you to kind of go off track and eat some foods that aren't paleo. Technically 80%, but this did not work for me. And this isn't going to work for anyone that is doing paleo for health reasons. If you're doing it for weight loss, that's a whole other thing completely. Cheating or just going off track, 10 to 20% isn't a big deal. I mean, it really isn't going to make a big deal on any diet as long as you have a good, consistent lifestyle overall. But for health purposes, like for me, I had to go even further than paleo. I had to go really restrictive and do the autoimmune paleo diet for my autoimmune disease, and that did put me in remission. Honestly, if I had just gone strict paleo, I would have seen way better results a lot faster. Number 2, whole foods. In the beginning, I was eating, like I said, transitional foods. I was eating a lot of packaged, processed foods. I would order from Amazon. I'd get all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, oh, it says paleo, so it must be good. But that's not always the case, is it? These foods are usually higher in sugar, higher in carbs, because that's what tastes good, right? It's hard to package fresh meat. You really, literally can't do it and then sell it as a snack. The closest thing would be like a no additive beef jerky, no nitrates, something like that. But that's hard to come by, and it's not exactly affordable at the moment. But yeah, there are foods out there that are going to help you transitionally speaking, but don't go and buy a bunch of them. For one, that's going to be crazy expensive, and there's going to be stuff that doesn't agree with you as well. And eating processed foods just really isn't part of the paleo lifestyle anyway. You really want to get away from that. Stick to whole foods. Now, I wish I had done like a Whole30 at the beginning of paleo or even before it to kind of adjust. That would have been a great thing to do. So if you have it in you to do that, try a Whole30. Try to go, as fresh as possible, fresh and whole as possible. Number 3, weight loss. Now, in the beginning, my priority was my weight. I was 350 pounds. Yeah, I've lost 150 pounds doing this. Yeah, that's amazing, right? That's what everybody says, but that's not, I don't even honestly care about that anymore. I found autoimmune remission by doing paleo and then switching to AIP and a few other things. But yeah, this is just, I should have made health a priority, and I did it for weight loss, and it was good motivation. It was a good starting thing. I did quickly adjust, and I'm realizing hey, I'm seeing amazing benefits with my autoimmune disease. This is so amazing. I have to keep going. I feel like if you eat naturally, your body's just gonna gradually come to the place it's supposed to be anyway, weight-wise. That may not be the case if you have some certain autoimmune diseases, some certain things keeping you back, metabolism-wise, hormone-wise. But again, if you're doing this diet longer term, not short term, not as a fad, and then you add in the autoimmune protocol, you are going to see those benefits. You're going to see inflammation reduce, and you're going to actually be able to lose weight really, really easily. Make health your priority first, and weight loss will follow. Number 4, this is you're not going to like me on this one, sorry, but what about fruit? I do wish I had made this mistake early on. I didn't limit my fruits. I would eat all kinds of watermelon. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm paleo. This is so natural to be eating half a watermelon. It isn't, right guys? And a lot of these fruits aren't really natural anyway. I will talk about that in another video altogether, but just keep in mind that these natural sugars do add up, even from fruits, so it's a good idea to limit that, okay? And number 5 is nutrition. Okay, so I didn't focus on nutrition when I first started. I was just trying to get all my fruits and vegetables in, thinking that, yeah, that was the way to go. Fruits and vegetables are just healthy, right? You're going to be healthy if you eat vegetables. I mean, everybody knows that, right? But that's not going to be the case. I mean, look around. Everybody eats their vegetables. Okay, most people do. And they're not healthy, so that can't be true. So I learned about nutrition. I learned about the bioavailability of nutrients from plant foods versus animal sourced foods, and I learned that the nutrients in animal sourced foods are more bioavailable. Basically, we don't have to convert them. They're more efficient. There's less obstacles and mechanisms to go through in our body to absorb them. So that's where we should be getting most of our nutrition from. That's why I'm meat-based paleo. I would have considered myself plant-based in the before time because I had to get 5 cups, 7 cups, 10 cups of vegetable, whatever. And now I don't worry about that. Like, I eat them for enjoyment, and I eat the ones that I can tolerate, and that's it. Like, I mean, mainly they're kind of for flavor. I don't feel like I even need them. In fact, there are many days where I go without, not all plant foods. I'm not totally like carnivore some days, but, well, I have done that for a few weeks, but mainly I would just eat meat as a priority. Like, when I look at a meal, I think, what meat is in this? What nutrition is in this meat? Because it's so much more nutrient dense than plant foods, guys. If you don't believe me, that's okay. Do your own research. Hopefully you come to the same conclusion that I did. But yeah, meat-based paleo I feel like is the way to go. It's like a difference between night and day. Like, one day I feel like I'm just empty. I'm missing something. I'm like, am I mineral deficient? What do I need? Do I need electrolytes? What is it? I've tried everything. And all of a sudden I just started eating grass-fed meat. I started eating organ meats like liver, and just gone, just instantly. I'm like, I feel like a superhero, right? And like, I can't wait to get done with this video because I'm gonna go eat some liver right now. Like, I don't love the taste, but I crave it because it's so nutrient dense. My body needs it. It craves it. Like, and that's not every day either. It's like a couple times a month. I'm like, yeah, I'm needing some liver. I'm ready to feel like a superhero again. You know, I need that extra boost. And that's all it takes. Just do that a couple times a month, or you can eat small amounts daily, whatever you can tolerate, but just try. Just think about it. Just consider adding organ meats. I do eat other organ meats, but I'll talk about those in another video. It's probably going to gross you guys out. Not as much as eating the raw liver. I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted to get it out there that it's something that we should all be doing, eating nose to tail. It's what our ancestors would have done to stay healthy. They gave these foods to, like Frank Tofano says, they gave these foods to people we value, like pregnant women and sick people, to get them better faster and to heal them. So I think that's all we need to know, right? Another reason is we shouldn't be wasting any food, right? We should also be eating the whole animal, and that's a topic for another day too. I hope these tips will help improve your autoimmune health, your health overall, and if you have to move on to the autoimmune protocol, that's okay. If you've had autoimmune disease or any health issues for a long time, likely that there is enough damage that has been done that you will have to do that, like I did. This damage didn't happen overnight, right? We had years of damage, so just keep in mind that it's not going to heal overnight. You're not going to find remission overnight, and this is not a cure either. You could use this paleo as a preventative, but once you have it, you have it. Your genetic markers are turned on. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I would love to have a cure, I would, but I just don't believe it exists yet. I don't want to give anybody false hope, but I want to give hope where there is, and this really was a miracle for me, so I hope you guys give it a try. I hope these tips really help you, because these mistakes really held me back. I did paleo for a whole year before I did AIP, and I stumbled all the way. Like, I made so many more mistakes, but I think these are some of the biggest mistakes I made. Thanks for watching. See you next time.